You know, some of the most incredible stories are hiding in the most unexpected places. Like, say, a simple bowl of soup. Today, we're talking about one of Taiwan's most beloved street foods, squid thick soup, or yo-yo gang. And trust me, it might look simple, but every single spoonful is packed with history. So, let's dive in.
I mean, really, what if it could? What kind of stories would it tell? Because this humble-looking dish holds secrets about ancient rituals, bustling old-world trade ports, and even a pretty fierce regional rivalry. And we're about to hear them all. All right, so where do we even begin with a story like this? Well, believe it or not, it doesn't start in some fancy kitchen. It starts right in the middle of Taiwan's economic history. Picture this. It's the 19th century. Taiwanese port cities are the place to be. They're absolute hubs of trade, especially for dried goods. And they had a massive surplus of one thing in particular, dried squid. So you've got all this tough, preserved seafood lying around, and these creative vendors had a thought. What if we could turn this into the star of a delicious hot soup? But to do that, they had to crack a major problem. I mean, how do you take something that's as hard as a rock and make it not just edible, but, absolutely irresistible? Well, the answer isn't about flavor. It's all about texture. The secret is a texture called Q-tan. It's this amazing quality in Taiwanese food that's kind of hard to translate, but think of it as a super satisfying, springy, bouncy chewiness. It's incredibly addictive. But here's the wild part. You can't get that Q texture from fresh squid. No way. To get it, you need a little bit of culinary magic. And this is that magic, right here. It's this incredible transformation that basically brings the squid back from the dead. The old school masters, sometimes called squid kings, they figured out how to use alkaline solutions to rehydrate the dried squid. And what happened? It turned thick and crispy and gave it that perfect bouncy Q texture. It's not just cooking, it's chemistry. Of course, there's always more than one way to do things. Some of the most famous shops, like the legendary Liang Si Hao in Taipei, take it to a whole other level. They'll take minced squid and wrap it in this delicate layer of fish paste. This adds another amazing layer of texture, sure, but it also infuses the soup with this even deeper, sweeter seafood flavor. Okay, so the squid is amazing, but it's only half the story. The soup itself, the gang, isn't just some simple broth they threw together. Oh no, it has a super noble, even sacred history that goes back thousands of years. Yeah, I'm not kidding. According to ancient texts, gang was serious business. It was a ceremonial dish, something you'd offer up to deities and emperors. This was not your average street food. This was food with a divine purpose. And this is where the story splits in two. On one side, you had what was called da gang, the great soup. It was totally pure, unseasoned, meant for the gods. But on the other side, you had xinggang, the people's soup. This version was loaded with the five tastes, making it savory and delicious for us mortals. And, you guessed it, it's this flavorful xinggang that's the direct ancestor of the soup we eat today. So, this amazing recipe for a rich, savory, thickened soup started to travel. It migrated right along with people from Fujian province, who brought it down to Taiwan. And there, it found a new home. And, well, a perfect partner in that miraculously rehydrated squid from the port cities. But the journey doesn't end there. Once the soup got comfortable in Taiwan, it started developing its own regional personalities. And that brings us to a really fun and delicious rivalry. The northern style versus the southern style. This is so cool. The northern style is described as benfeng, which means it's expressive, it's bold. You get these strong satay and bonito flavors, maybe some white radish, and a big punch from 9-layer basil at the end. Then you go south, and it's chunho, more mellow, rich, and smooth. The base is often pork or chicken bone. It's got sweeter notes from bamboo shoots and that classic finish of cilantro. But for all their differences, for all that foodie competition, there is one sacred rule that unites them both. It doesn't matter if you're in the north or the south, a good splash of black vinegar at the end is absolutely non-negotiable. It just brightens everything up and makes the whole bowl perfect. So as you can probably tell by now, this is so much more than just a bowl of soup. It's like a liquid archive holding centuries and centuries of stories. Just think about everything we've managed to unpack from just one serving. You've got the economics of a port city, the clever science of making food last, the faint echo of ancient ceremonies, the epic story of people moving across the sea, and a living, breathing taste of regional pride. So the crucial point, the main takeaway here, is that the next time you see a bowl of squid-thick soup, you're not just going to see a snack. You're going to see a story of incredible ingenuity, a journey across oceans, and a rich, complex culture that you can actually taste. It's history in a bowl. And that leaves me with one final thought for you. What kinds of stories, what hidden histories and incredible journeys are waiting to be discovered in your favorite food?